Welcome to my channel. This is Clarityempress, the Empress of Clarity, here to do a collective energy reading for my Clarityempress collector. So please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. I just want to let you know I uploaded one short today about gratitude. So there's 4 days in a row that I will upload. Well, I probably just upload them all together, but it's a part 1 through part 4. And it's about gratitude. Day 1 is the gratitude list. Day 2 is the letting go list. Day 3 is the keeper list. And day 4 is the wish list. So make sure when you watch the short, follow the advice. Make sure you use pen and paper. Okay, pen, paper, pencil, it doesn't matter. Write it down. We in a digital age, we tend to want to uh store everything in our phone because it's quick and it's easy or whatever, but writing things down help you remember it, help you process it, help you experience it a little bit different than when you do it digitally, right? On a computer or whatever. You don't have to, right? You can do it the way you want to, but it's suggested that you write it down because it's better. I personally am purging some things I do not want to take into 2024. Summer Walker has a new song too. It's come to mind right now because she mentions in the song, I just want to hear, I want to feel all of it, meaning the pain of whatever she experienced with the person she was in the video or the song, I guess. I want to feel all of it because that's how I'm going to heal it. What the hell is that noise? Anyway, so with that being said, sometimes you need to experience some of that pain so you can process what you no longer want. And I really feel like, I haven't finished writing anything down myself. I'm just setting the stage for everybody to join me as I go along with this. But it's really helping me let go and release. Like, it's helped me with my own personal countdown calendar. Well, I'm not taking it in 2024. There's been some things over the years, some people, some situations, and I realized Spirit already moved me away from things, but then I know those things can't come with me in 2024, like, and beyond. You know what I mean? Like, you just get to know yourself a little bit better when you start writing things down and you start expressing what you need. All right, so I hope you see the short. I hope you, if you don't see the short, check me out on TikTok. All right, y'all. And I may put it on Instagram too. All right, thank you for coming to the channel again. I appreciate y'all. Let's get a message for the collective spirit. What do they need to know? All right, Spirit. What does the collective need to know? That things are changing. Interesting. We're just talking about what we want to take into New Year, what we want to leave behind, and the Wheel of Fortune is here. Tell me more, Spirit. The High Priestess in reverse. That's interesting. Tell me more. The King of Wands. One at a time. The Empress. And the Ace of Wands. So, collective, I feel like something is changing. So, there's a major impact in the previous energy with the Wheel of Fortune. And we have the High Priestess here. The High Priestess in reverse gives me a dreamer. I mean, upright, she'd be a dreamer too, but she really does. It's like messages, insight come in dreams. The High Priestess in reverse is also known as a witch, or could be known as a witch. Doesn't have to be. But it's somebody who does spell work of a negative sort, more like the left-hand path kind of thing, where your moral compass as a witch with that would be somebody who wants to control a situation, remove somebody's what's the word? willpower, or free will. That's the best way to put it. Removing somebody's free will, somebody lying. But this is silent, right? So this is what is done under the current or behind the scenes. But the dark, the hidden energy is this King of Wands. So the King of Wands is fixated on what he wants. I feel like what he wants is this Empress energy, but she's in a challenge and a lesson. I heard make him work for it, but there's no work here with the Ace of Wands and reverse. I also feel like he's determined. His wand is ready, right? And if you know what a wand is, you know what a wand is, right? His phallic symbol is ready at any opportunity he can have with this Empress. But then he has a high priestess energy behind him or a part of him, because he could be a wizard, silently, not telling people what he's about, right? Trying to get to this Empress. But there's a Three of Cups situation here. So he wants like a reunion with the Empress, um, a reconciliation. But the Ace of Wands is here, so there's a lack of action. So, yeah, I get a lot of mental action when it comes to this High Priestess, but she could be jealous. I feel like this could be a third party, not just the masculine energy. It could be a third party who's trying to do something, anything. Nothing is off the table to keep this masculine from this Empress. All right, tell me more, Spirit. Too many, one at a time. Oh yeah, moon energy. Something is definitely hidden behind the surface. Something is diluting this King of Wands, or attempting to. I feel like that's changed though. So there was somebody who was lying, somebody who was possibly, same thing, gaslighting, just kind of like distorting someone's reality with the moon card. And it was a feminine energy. But somebody was playing on this person's emotions, kept trying to get them to change their mind, trying to get them to be distracted, unfocused. But I feel like it's not working. I feel like this king, he's in the upright. If you see this king, he's so determined. He is so focused. So this feminine energy that's in his energy can't shake his focus anymore. Perhaps in the past she was able to, but I don't get that person can get him to shake his focus. Tell me more, Spirit. His gaze is set. Tell me more. Come on now. One, please. One, please. All right, so we got the Emperor. So this High Priestess sees this person as a prize, a regulator, mentor, discipline, somebody's calm, cool, collected. This could be somebody who needs somebody to emotionally regulate them. And that's how they see this person as the Emperor. I think this High Priestess is very emotional, very unstable kind of individual. Um, Steady trying to play on this masculine's emotion. But now we got counterparts with the Emperor and the Empress, right? So this gives me, he's really meant for the Empress energy, but it's this High Priestess in reverse that's trying to hold him back with spell work or drama. Lies, deceit, gaslighting. Yeah. And this Emperor is the King of Wands, and he wants another chance with the Empress. If you can see that this judgment is facing the Empress, and the Empress has her back to it. So it's like they want to rise like a phoenix and like rehash or rekindle a situation. So basically, the masculine wants to spin the block back with this Empress energy, but that's the challenge and the lesson. I don't know if they can spin the block. Let's see what's next. But now you got judgment here. So they want a rebirth. They want another opportunity. One more spirit. One at a time. Okay. Yeah, and they actually, I heard spirits that they was taking too long. They taking too long. Knight of Pentacles. Like he was always coming, but he was moving real slow with this Empress, and she's kind of like, for this to be the challenge and a lesson, he moved so slow that she moved on. Tell me more about the Three of Cups. I feel like y'all all are implementing the countdown calendars. I know I am. I'm done. With so many different situations, like it's whatever. He had Three of Pentacles in reverse. He might want a reconciliation, but it's not likely he's going to get it. With the Three of Pentacles in reverse, he may still be in a third-party situation, especially with 2 threes here. There was some imbalance, one upright, one in reverse. Something in the milk ain't right. Something in the milk ain't right. Let me see. Bottom of the deck, Ace of Swords. Spirit said that's the truth. He want one, but he may not get it. You take too long. You play with somebody. You sit there playing with this high priestess in reverse. Yeah, she might have removed your free will by not being honest with you, gaslighting you, but you believed it hook like it, line and sinker. Emperor, you know that this was your counterpart. You determined to have another chance, but yet you was over here spinning the block and playing around and going in cycles with this high priestess in reverse. And meanwhile, it looks like the Empress is just moving on. Spirit said that's the truth because the Ace of Swords is here. There's no cooperation and likely not a reconciliation that this Emperor wants. Because I feel like the Emperor, King of Wands energy wants a third party situation. So they may want to still have this High Priestess in reverse as well as this Empress. And let me tell you something too. I just heard Spirit say, uh, the High Priestess in reverse said, I'm not going anywhere, right? Like she's standing firm, 10 toes down. I'm not going anywhere. So he's trying to figure out how could he keep both of them. But that's not going to work. Three of Pentacles is saying that's not going to work. It's in reverse. It's not going to work. Ace of Swords confirming that. There's no effort here. There's no work put in. Listen, this is going to clear out, y'all. Y'all know who this is. Whoever this is in your life, you know who this is. And you know for a fact that this person is not putting in enough effort. They want, but what they don't do. They don't do. And this Empress is going to be like, she may have been easy in that, you know how relationships go, y'all. When the person is like, when it's fresh and new, you try. And then you get hooked into the relationship, you try. You try. And then you get to a point where there's no more trying, and there's no more effort on your part. There's no more anything. You mentally detach. Then sometimes it comes, the physical attachment dissipates. Then the emotional attachment, somewhere in between that whole mind, it's like a stage of it. You release yourself. Tell me more about this likely outcome. Oops. What? Tell me more. Come on now. One at a time. Yeah. I already know. Spirit said this is chaos and conflict. That this person wants to keep a third party. So they want you and whomever else. Yep. Oh, yeah. That confirms it. With the Tower card, the Empress is done. The Emperor, I feel like she thinks, because she's so calm and serene, I feel like she's so like, there's no animosity there, no anger. She might have been hurt, but she's fine. And she probably thinks, well, you'll be fine. You've been fine, right? So You will continue to be fine. Tell me more about that. This King of Wands with the Judgment. And he's losing hope. Tell me more. This is major arcana confirming this too, y'all. Oh, no, he not fine, though. Tell me more, Spirit. One, two, three, four, five. Wow. Oh, what's the bottom of the deck? Okay, here it is. So, okay, Empress. I'm speaking to you now. Empress, I feel like you've been divinely guided to separate yourself from this situation. You decided to move on, as you should. Also, that you knew that going into this again could potentially be chaos and conflict, because this emperor slash king has no direction when it comes to you. They're not willing to put in that work. And earlier, the Spirit said with that Ace of Swords is the truth. But I just want to warn you that this person, they are under judgment and they want a birth, but they are losing hope in whatever situation they're in. They may even be losing hope, but still hopeful. Hard to explain that, but it's like they may be losing hope in one breath, but still kind of hopeful in another, because you've always been the Empress, and now they know, or now they understand, or now they realize they can't have you. They want you more. I don't know, but the the emperor is really going through it with this high priestess. So it's kind of like they're not only are they getting judgment, but they're getting justice too, because of the way they treated you. Um, they don't want to go in and out no more, but Spirit said they really just want to go. With um, the Wheel of Fortune here in the moon, I feel like this person wants to get as far away as they possibly can to this high priestess energy, but they feel stuck. With the Nine of Swords, they are going through a dark night of the soul. This person is going through a repentance of some sort, or um, a limbo. I can't think of the name. It's a limbo situation. Purgatory. It's kind of like a purgatory. Being stuck karmically with someone that you don't want to be with, or there's no hope, or there's just sadness, strife, chaos, and conflict. But Spirit had you move yourself. Even if it wasn't abruptly, it probably felt like that when this person realized you're not coming back. You're not moving toward them. And that you've seen all you needed to see here with the Tower card. You're not going backwards. And that's the challenge and the lesson. And this person is stuck with the memories. You guys have a history. You go way back, right? So in the past, oops, let me fix the card. In the past energy, Ace of Wands, nobody wanted to put in, well, he didn't want to put in work, the masculine. Didn't want to put in work. Spirit said that's the truth. And now they stuck with the memories of the past between y'all. That's what that is. All right, Spirit, tell me some more. Well, divine timing just flipped over. It flipped over the right way though. So we're gonna put that here with the Six of Cups. But no, I'm sorry, we're gonna put that. Spirit said no. That goes with the Wheel of Fortune. Tell me more, please, Spirit. Clarify for me. Wow. So yeah. Your person is having a hard time with this nine of swords, putting this to rest. This situation with this karmic energy, this high priestess in reverse. They are trying to close out this cycle. Spirit said there's a conclusion coming with that. However, I just feel like if they could keep both of y'all in some way, they would, because they have history with both. Tell me more, Spirit. Yeah, there was a lot of deception here. A lot of diluted energy. Like somebody was really deluded at one point, thinking that, either one, they could keep up a facade themselves, or two, they were constantly being lied to. Someone was trying to confuse them. Tell me more. Tell me about this Empress with the tower. And this tower was divine time. Like you just said, you know what? I'm done. And they're numbing over you. They're trying to get over you. But I feel like the Empress is also numb. Numb. Like I said earlier. Loss of feelings, loss of emotions, mentally, physically, all of that. Like that is dissipating. The connection. You still have a connection. Don't get me wrong. But it don't move you anymore. That's why probably why the Ace of Wands is also oh my God. And justice. Yup. Let me see. Yeah. This person is a victim of their choices, their thoughts, their history, their childhood. They're a victim. And they want to hold on no matter what. This person, they may have seen you as an opportunity at one point, but that's all they saw you as. Right? And then they continue with divine timing and the Wheel of Fortune. I felt like the decisions that they made in the past kept them stuck in the past, kept them in a situation that they of their choosing, which was unlike the situation they had with you. And so now they're getting justice, which is, you know, justice doesn't have favorites. You know what I mean? Like you can't just talk your way into a better deal. Some people think they can, but you never know what's going to happen. Like when you get judged, and with spirit don't have no it's no filters. No like, okay, now you're my favorite today. No, you're going to get what you deserve. Your karma, your dharma is yours, right? So if you put bad out into the world, you treat somebody bad, you're going to get bad. You're going to get bad. Okay, wasn't kitty. Yep, separation, divine time. Yeah, you separated yourself. It probably broke you open and broke this person open too. In the past, Empress. Yeah, so in the fall, maybe significant when this person uh attempts attempted to conclude what they're dealing with that high priestess in reverse, or it may take them to next fall to end a situation that's just been dragged out. It's like it's over. They know they've been deceived and deluded and all of that, but the leaves are still falling. You know what I mean? Like the trees are still up. It's just feeling like this person is not quite done. Tell me more. Yep, y'all not speaking right now, so the energy is mute. They're not speaking to this high priestess either, so their energy is mute. So it's a whole lot of no lack of communication going on. A whole lot of nobody talking. Yeah, and they want this fresh start with you. That's the challenge in the lesson. I don't know how they're gonna get it. That's the challenge in the lesson. Only you will know how they would get that fresh start. And I don't know what that looks like, but with numbing, no talking, and still in a karmic situation, the answer is not likely going to be a fresh start. And I don't read these cards in reverse unless they pop out that way. But for the most part, yeah, that's what they're trying to get from you. Tell me about the scales. What is the scale of justice giving? A release. So listen, either this person, one of two things happen. Either this person releases themselves from this third party chaotic situation, or this is just the Empress moving on. And that's karmic justice. Bottom of the deck, winter. Yeah. And everything is happening as we speak at winter, because this is what we are in this part of the world where I'm at. It's happening now, not later, not before, not tomorrow. This is as we speak. I feel like the Empress is letting this go. Your person might be letting this go too, Empress. Your person might be releasing. And the reason I feel like this is the Empress, because this is the challenge and the lesson for somebody caught up in a situation with this High Priestess that's playing with them with this Moon card. This is where the confusion and the struggle lies here. The likely outcome is somebody letting this mess go during this winter time. So, collective, jot down your countdown calendar. Do the work. Start with the gratitude list. That's day one. Then move on to the let go list. Then move on to the keeper list or the keep list. I think it's keeper list. And then the wish list. Why? Because sometimes we need to list out our pros and our cons for why we do what we do. Why are we where we are? Why do we put up with what we put up? And if we really like list it, and sometimes you could do literally a pros and a cons list, put a line in that and write down, this is bad, this is bad. All the things that are bad in the cons list. Write that all that down. What are the reasons why I should move on from what I'm doing, from where I am or who I'm with, right? Make sure your con list is clear and succinct. Don't leave nothing out. And then you move on to that pro list and you're like, well, what are good reasons to stay in the connection that I am or to keep doing what I'm doing? And if your con list outweighs your good list, then you got to see how does this make sense in your life? And then what are your next steps? That's what you got to work on. It's like you got to create a little plan. But before you can create a plan, you got to solve a problem. And you got to decide what the problem is, right? Determine what the problem is. And you do this in the privacy of your home or whatever privacy you got in your car. It don't matter. Do it where there's no distractions. Do it where no one can convince you otherwise. Write it down and then reflect on it another day. Reflect on it because make sure you saw what you saw. Go back and read what you wrote. You know, sometimes I know personally, even when I listen to some of my readings, I'm like, I surprise myself because I don't remember saying some of the things that I say. And I'm like, wow, I needed to hear that too. But when I'm saying it, it don't always apply to me. It's just like when I re-listen, I'm like, you know what? That makes sense. And maybe sometimes I'm like, why did I say that? That don't make no sense. Or I get where I was trying to go, stuff like that. So, it's good to review. It's good to review, go back, look at it. Think about it some more. Maybe you want to add some more the next time you go back and look at it. But you know what they say, a broke clock is right twice a day. Right? All right, Spirit. Tell me more about this separation. So the energy is gaining momentum. That matches that Wheel of Fortune card. Something is changing in that situation. Tell me more, Spirit. Ooh, expect a powerful change. There probably will be an explosive ending to, or conclusion, I should say, to this High Priestess Emperor situation. Could be that the Emperor is starting to realize that sticking with this situation that was toxic and unhealthy for him is going to cause him to lose all his opportunities with the Empress. The Empress is abundant, right? So is the Emperor. But either one of them, it doesn't matter who, has to focus their energy for good. I get that this High Priestess is just done. I mean, the High Priestess, this Emperor is over and done with things. That's why we got release here and the justice. Like, yeah, luck is on your side. So, I feel like that's new moon and Sag. I feel like the King of Wands is still willing to take a shot, even if they don't know where that shot gonna land. they're going to take a shot. If you notice, there's a bow and arrow on this card. This person is willing to shoot their shot one way or the other. And they hoping for luck, praying for luck. Have faith in your dreams. Yeah, Empress, you moving on. Focus on your dreams. This is you focusing on your job, your paper, your family, your friend, your soul tribe, not your friends, your soul tribe, whoever that is. Could be friends in there, but focusing on the things that matter to you. Tell me more. You're very close to achieving your goal. So again, two things. Either this would mean the Empress is releasing this entire situation, and that's justice. Or this person is releasing, this masculine energy is releasing a third party situation. I mean, they're very close to achieving that goal, meaning that's the likely outcome. It's coming, it's en route, it's in processing right now. You know how to give you that little tracking number and give you an estimated time. I estimate for you your time frame will be this winter. Okay, that's your time frame when this will occur. So winter ends, let me see, March, and that's when our early spring begins. So you got from now, because we just began the winter session, into March. This is going to be playing out over this time period. Could happen sooner rather than later, but it's still within this time frame because we have winter here. Bottom of the deck, surrender to the divine. And spirit wants you to release this Empress energy. And masculine energy, the Emperor, the spirit wants you to release it too. One way or the other, there needs to be a major impact. If you want to shoot your shot, I would say good luck. I don't know that the Empress energy is going to really, I heard believe you. Yeah, I heard believe you really clear. But take to you, trust you. Yeah, it's a lot lacking, I would say. So you take it how it resonates. I suggest Emperor and Empress, you both do your pros and your cons list. And you look at what you uh moving away from or have moved away from to where you want to go. That'll determine if you have um, a point where you reunite. There may be an intersecting point where you guys can come to conclusions, come to understandings, agreements, things like that. But if there is no work put in, you guys might do a parallel thing where one is behind the other, but y'all kind of like, going through life similarly. And you may not come together. So it has to be, the work has to be put in. That shadow work, that end of the year rituals and, refocusing and determining your direction, that all needs to be considered, and it needs to be considered now because there will be a cycling that's coming more than likely. And if it is, then Empress, you need to be prepared. How you going to handle it when it shows up at your door? Because it's coming. And then the Emperor, how are you going to show up at the door of the Empress? Like, what kind of energy or what kind of mind frame are you going to be holding? And are you going to do what's necessary to gain back the trust and confidence of this Empress? Because uh it's not here. Given with the chaos and conflict of the Chariot in reverse, the fact that justice had to be here, there's a release, no cooperation. There's a huge lack of believing in something, and then on top of that, the star cards in reverse. So somebody don't believe in somebody, and I feel like it is a lot of that going around in this whole spread. So take it how it resonates. If it doesn't resonate, don't take it. Please like and share and subscribe to the channel. Smash that like button. That's important, y'all. Thank you for coming to the channel. Oh, and check me out Thursday night for live donated readings. If you want a little sneak peek of what a reading would be like with me, you can get a little snippet that night. Otherwise, if you need a full reading and you're confident and you're ready to go, email me at clarityempress@gmail.com. Peace.